You know, if Metallica did an Irish whiskey, they might call it Maighstir of puppets. Welcome back to 1090. I am Andy. This is Todd coming at you with another fantastic whiskey review tonight. We're going to do a kind of bourbon Scotch inspired collaboration from a very iconic brand going through a bit of a makeover at this time. This is the Maighstir Edition from Kentucky Owl. Some new faces and some old places. Todd, tell us a little bit about what we're sipping on tonight.
Super excited because this is, John Rhea's Master Blender at Kentucky Owl, his last sort of bottle in collaboration with Rhea and Robinson, the new Master Blender
Whiskey
over there.
Hall of Famer, Rhea and Robinson.
So of course, Maureen is a huge, Scotch blender right there. So they're bringing her in, and this first iteration here is basically taking 4, 5, 8, and 9-year-old Kentucky bourbon whiskeys and trying to mimic the flavor profile in that blend of a Scotch.
That's fun.
Bringing the best of both worlds.
We've seen that done before, but the palate, the nose, the eye for Scotch and her training from Robinson is probably going to make quite a difference, I would think, on this.
Would think.
Kentucky Owl's releases can be limited, they can be pricey, and they can be something that is well sought after, and sometimes to mixed reviews. So I'm really kind of excited to dive into this now, especially with John and Maureen kind of doing this together.
I know.
It's got me excited. So
yeah, this is their third international collaboration. So we had that, remember that Japanese
Takumi, which we love. Fantastic, really good.
MSRP on this now, it is pricey. It's $150 and it's 100 proof. So
again, it's a limited release. Once it's gone, it's out of here. So we'll tell you, do you pass, purchase, or pour?
All right, let's get into it. I'm super excited. All right, on the nose, Andy, what are you getting?
Let's see.
You know what? It's a super sweet and floral nose. Sweet caramel vanilla from me.
It's funny because up front the nose starts very bourbon.
Yes.
Finish is very Scotchish.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It's a really pleasant, the nose is fantastic.
Because up front you do get those burnt sugar kind of bourbon sweet notes, and then it does kind of pitch back to those floral apple kind of pitted fruit notes.
Red fruits. Yep. All right, on the palate.
All right, here we go. Cheers.
Cheers. So for me, I'm immediately struck at how this changes on your palate as you drink it, right? I'm surprised. There's a nice little hug to this at the end on it as well for 100 proof.
Yeah.
It's I hate that we use the word. It's very well balanced, smooth, so to speak.
That's not a bad thing at all.
It is super approachable 100 proof, but that finish makes you think it's a bigger proof than that. I'm getting on this very much orange peel, sort of very, very fruit forward at first, and then you get in that vanilla caramel mid palate, and some of that spice does come through.
You do get a little bit of spice. I do think you get some nice apple notes on this.
Agreed.
What I am most impressed about is this drink's a little bigger than 100 proof, and it's got a beautiful finish. I would say the finish almost is, you could bump that proof up 15 points for me. As far as from a finishing standpoint.
The mouthfeel viscous. Now listen, I really enjoy this. If you blinded this, I think it would win a lot of blinds against other bourbons, right? It's a complex bourbon. There's a lot going on there, but
you're gonna want to let this sit, open up, and kind of come back and revisit it. I will tell you this much: it's a beautiful pour, in my opinion. It's really well done.
It's super well done.
And I think if you're a fan of bourbon, not sure about dabbling your feet into the Scotch territory.
That's me.
Because peated Scotches turn you off. This is far from it. This is a really good foray into it.
So I would be all about this.
If
this is what Scotch is like, I would be all
Some Scotches do have these kind of reminiscent flavors, which we're pulling together here, and I think that's what I'm really liking about this.
To me, this is also a great summer whiskey. I know it's now getting into the fall, but
it's a great fall whiskey too. This is an all-around good, complex pour. It is approachable, but it's very complex. It's not one-dimensional by any means. There's a lot going on here.
On your tongue, it's still, the finish is really good. I love it. Now, the question is, and we're going to answer it right here, is it worth $150? So, 100 proof, limited edition, Maureen Robinson, John Rhea.
I'll say this.
$150.
St. Patrick's edition, I didn't think it was worth the tag.
Agreed.
The Takumi edition, I thought every bit of it was fantastic. I loved it personally. I thought it was fabulous.
I thought a little bit lower price point, yes.
And I think this is right there where it needs to be.
So this is a buy for you.
For a limited edition, I would say yes. I would love to have this on my bar, especially know that when it's gone, it's gone. Would I pass by it? Absolutely not. I think you should try it first if you're on the fence, because it's definitely worth a pour of this.
the price point, $150 is tough. I can hardly. It's hard for me to say
A
what
lot
bottles worth.
of whiskey fans out there.
I think people are
150
past
or
this
worse.
because of 150. Right,
Trust me.
that's true. So if you try before you buy, I think you're good. But
if you want a good bottle to put on your shelf,
it's really good. It's a fantastically done blended whiskey that I guess mimics that sort of.
I want to see more from Maureen, and I want to see what's coming because I'm excited
Right.
about her.
Yeah, there you go. It's a great bottle.
Carrying the torch that John had. Bro, this is great.
Yeah, roll it on.
So, good job. In the meantime, if you like what you see from 21090, please hit that subscribe button, click that little bell in the corner. I'm going to let you know every time we got a new video coming out. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, on tap. And of course, we do go live every Tuesday night with Glam and Drams. We have a musicians, distilleries, breweries. This is a great time. Come hang out with us. Thank you to our patrons. You guys keep this engine going along.
Thank you.
We love it. We appreciate it. And thank you. Come join us. You got a little more there, buddy?
I mean, why not? I mean, this is hitting me pretty good here right tonight. So
it may not be Scotch or even bourbon because it's English, but in the words of Joe Elliott. Until next time.
Oh, and there will be next time.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Rock on.
That's super tasty.